good evening. We would like to call this Court of Common Council meeting to order for today, June 8th, 2026. My name is Council President T.J. Clark, and I'm joined by our esteemed colleagues, Councilwoman Mallory Rosado, Councilwoman Marilyn Rossetti, our Majority Leader Kelly Bilodeau, Councilman John Gill. We have our Town and City Clerk Eric Lusa, and our Corporation Counsel Jonathan Harding. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Here.
Council President Clark.
Here.
Councilman Gale.
Here.
Councilman Hernandez. Councilman Mictum. Councilwoman Rosado.
Here.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Here.
Councilwoman Surgeon. And Councilman Thomas. You have a quorum, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Let us all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. We are being broadcasted live by HPA-TV.org. We also are on HPA-TV Facebook, Roku, channel 6032 on Frontier Communications, and Comcast Xfinity, channel 96. Before we get started with our, with our agenda, we have a personal point of privilege by Councilwoman Marilyn Rossetti.
Thank you, Council President. All of my colleagues over the years have done a point of personal privilege. It's something that is availed to council people to recognize an organization. Oh, look at me, I don't look so good. Organization or an entity or a person who we would like to recognize. And this evening, I would like to recognize Michael Downs. Michael Downs has been a presence here in this chambers off and on for as long as I can remember. When I was on council 20 years ago, Michael Downs was here. So I have an official citation that I'd like to read. Whereas Dr. Michael Downs, a longtime resident of the city of Hartford, has dedicated his life to service, volunteerism, outspoken commentary, strong commitment to civic responsibility and community engagement. And whereas he's currently the president of the Hartford Federation of Substitute Teachers for over 50 years, a substitute teacher with the Hartford Public Schools since 1979, as well as 35 years employed as a recreation assistant with the city's recreation department. And whereas Mr. Downs served in the active Army, active and inactive Army Guard, and U.S. Army Reserve, past membership with the DTC, membership of the Revitalization Corps of Social Workers since 1979, membership with the Knights of Columbus, Knights of Peter Claver, chair of Legal Riders, and joined the NAACP in 1980. And whereas he continues to regularly visit City Hall at the public commentary to express his passionate opinions, support for improvement of important public issues, but most significantly, a voice and advocate for the teachers and students of the Hartford Public Schools. Now, therefore, be it resolved on this day, June 8th, 2026, Councilwoman Marilyn E. Rossetti, on behalf of the Court of Common Council and the residents of the city of Hartford, we commend and recognize your years of loyal, devoted service to the city of Hartford as a role model and celebrate your 84th birthday on July 9th. Congratulations. Now, I know you'd like to say a little something.
Yeah, I have a few things to say.
Colleagues will come down.
Yeah, all right. But Marilyn, I'd like to thank you for your efforts on my behalf. It started back in January, and but we got it done.
Yep.
And I had a little trouble with my bio, but I got through that too.
And you also broke a hip in something in the middle of it.
Well, I fell.
Yeah.
I didn't break my hip though.
Okay.
No, I didn't break it. I'm lucky that. I take all my calcium tablets. And I also like to thank the council and people here that have worked hard. But one thing I'd like to mention, to continue my second bite of the apple for the education system of Hartford Public Schools, is that this group of corporate CEOs that have a committee that want to contribute some money to revitalize downtown Hartford. Instead of putting the money into downtown Hartford, they'd be better off putting it into the school system of the city of Hartford, because It would be more important. It would be the same, probably about the same amount of money, $300 million. And certainly those corporations together are worth over $1 trillion. So that's, they have the money. And we're talking about chump change to them. And they could do that. And what they would do is what I pointed out before earlier in the evening is that they would allow to graduate from our high schools students that are prepared for the trades and technical jobs, and also prepared to go to college. So we would have students and citizens of Hartford that were prepared to do a variety of tasks. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So here we go. Yeah, and let's take a group picture. All right, are you guys in it? Should we? Okay, well. Okay, Mally, you're in it?
All right. Councilwoman Rossetti, you have the floor.
Thank you. I make a motion to suspend the rules for agenda item 7.3, 7.1, and 7.2, which I will go into further detail in the agenda.
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second on the suspension of the rules for items 7.1, 7.2, and 7.3. Any discussions on the suspension of the rules? Hearing or seeing none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Billadou?
Yes.
Council President Clark?
Yes.
Councilman Gale?
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez? Councilman Mictum?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosato?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon? And Councilman Thomas. The rules are suspended, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk, and we'd like to acknowledge Councilman Mitchum for joining us as well. Madam Rossetti.
Yeah, whatever you want to call me. Okay. I make a motion to approve the minutes of May 26, 2026.
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second on approval of the minutes of May 26, 2026 meeting. Any discussions on approval of the minutes? Hearing or seeing none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
On the approval of the minutes, Councilwoman Billadou?
Is this approval of the minutes for the 20th and the 26th?
It only says the
Just the
26th.
It's just the 20th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yes either way. I just thought I was looking at my agenda.
It's just the 20th.
Thank you.
Yep. Council President Clark?
Yes.
Councilman Gale?
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez? Councilman Mictum?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosato?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon? And Councilman Thomas. The minutes are approved.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Councilwoman Rossetti, you have the floor.
And I do make a motion to approve the minutes of the council meeting of May 20th, 2026.
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second approval of the minutes of May 20th, 2026 meeting. Any discussion on approval of the May 20th meeting? Hearing or seeing none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Councilwoman Billadou?
Yes.
Council President Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez. Councilman Migdum.
Yes.
Councilman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilman Surgeon. And Councilman Thomas. The motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Councilwoman Rossetti, you have the floor.
I make a motion to place the following items on the consent calendar. 3.2, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying resolution authorizing transfer of dollars from sundry non-operating department expenditures in fiscal year 2027 to the Registrar of Voters. 6.1, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying replacement resolution, the submission to the Connecticut Department of Revenue Services of the list of community programs eligible for 2026 Connecticut Neighborhood Assistance Act's Tax Credit Program. 6.2, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying resolution authorizing the acceptance of the Pathways to Prevention grant awarded by the Connecticut Children's Alliance in partnership with the Connecticut Office of Early Childhood and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. 6.3, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to accept grant funding from the Connecticut Department of Public Health to support the Office of Violent Prevention. And 6.5, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Angel Morales to the Hartford LGBTQ Commission. And 7.3, Mayor Arulampulam with accompanying resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to accept a sponsorship grant contribution in the amount of $11,666 from the Greater Hartford Gives Foundation.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly seconded on the consent calendar items. Any discussion on the consent items? Any discussions?
I need to recuse myself from 6.1.
Noted.
Duly noted. Any other discussion? No, not yet. Any other discussions? Hearing or saying none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
On the consent calendar items, Councilwoman Biladu.
Yes.
Council President Clark.
Yes.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez. Councilman Migdum.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilman Surgeon. And Councilman Thomas. The items are passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Councilwoman Rossetti, you have the floor.
I make a motion to receive the following items. 3.3, Operations Management Budget and Government Accountability, Communication Discharging Replacement Resolution, the submission to the Connecticut Department of Revenue Services of the list of community programs eligible for the 2026 Connecticut Neighborhood Assistance Act. 4.1, Quality of Life and Public Safety Report discussing the acceptance of the Pathways to Prevention grant awarded to the Connecticut Children's Alliance in partnership with the Connecticut Office of Early Childhood and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. See item 6.2. 4.2, Quality of Life and Public Safety Report accepting grant funding from the Connecticut Department of Public Health. See item 6.3. 4.3, Health and Human Services Committee Report discussing the postponement of an ordinance amending Chapter 18, Article 9, Section 18-110 of the Municipal Code of Hartford to provide adequate relocation services to displaced tenants. See item 6.4. 4.4, Health and Human Services Committee Report discussing the postponement of ordinance establishing the Puerto Rican and Hispanic History and Culture Commission. See item 6.11. 4.5, Health and Human Services Committee Report discussing the postponement of resolution confirming the reappointment of Mary Cochran to the Hartford Advisory Commission on Food Policy. 4.6, Health and Human Services Committee Report discussing the postponement of resolution confirming the reappointment of Valerie Bryan to the Hartford Advisory Commission on Food Policy. 4.7, Health and Human Services Committee Report discussing the postponement of resolution confirming the reappointment of Benjamin Dubois to the Hartford Advisory Commission on Food Policy. 4.8, Health and Human Services Committee report discussing the postponement of resolution confirming the appointment of Catrice Claudio to the Hartford Food Policy Advisory Commission. And 4.9, Health and Human Services Committee report discussing the postponement of resolution confirming the appointment of Joanna Iovino to the Hartford Advisory Commission on Food Policy. 4.10, Health and Human Services Committee report discussing resolution declaring traffic violence a public health crisis, see 6.7. 4.11, Health and Human Services Committee report discussing resolution confirming the appointment of Angel Morales to the Hartford LGBTQ Plus Commission, see item 6.5. 4.12, Operations Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee report discussing resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to enter into a tax abatement agreement with Overlook Village Advocates IV LLC for 56 affordable rental housing units to be developed at 421 Granby Street. See item 6.6.
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second on the received items. Any discussion on the received items? Hearing or seeing none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
On the received items, Councilwoman Bilodeau?
Yes.
Council President Clark?
Yes.
Councilman Gale?
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez? Councilman Mictum?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon? And Councilman Thomas. The motion carries.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Councilwoman Rossetti, you have the floor.
I make a motion to refer the following items. Health and Human Services, 3.1, Mayor Arulampan with accompanying resolution confirm the appointment of Jordan Poland to the Hartford LGBTQ Commission. 5.1, Councilman T.J. Clark and Councilwoman Rossetti, an ordinance amending Chapter 2, Article 5, Division 10, Section 2-297 of the Hartford Municipal Code, with a public hearing on Monday, June 15th, 2026 at 7 p.m. And 7.1, Councilwoman Rosado, Council President Clark, Councilman Thomas, resolution establishing the Hartford Artificial Intelligence Innovation and Governance Initiative and adopting principles for the responsible use, procurement, transparency, oversight, accountability, and governance of artificial intelligence technologies. And 7.2, Councilwoman Rosado, Council President Clark, resolution establishing a Technology, Innovation, and Artificial Intelligence Committee of the Hartford City Council and amending the council rules accordingly.
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second on the referred items. Any discussion on the referred items? Hearing or seeing none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
On the referred items, Councilwoman Bilodeau?
Yes.
Council President Clark?
Yes.
Councilman Gale?
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez? Councilman Mictum?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti?
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon? And Councilman Thomas. The motion carries, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Councilwoman Rossetti, you have the floor.
Make a motion to postpone the following items. 6.4, Councilmember Mitchum, an ordinance amending Chapter 18, Article 9, Section 18-10 of the Municipal Code of Hartford to provide adequate relocation services to displaced tenants. 6.6, Mayor Arulampan with accompanying resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to enter into a tax abatement agreement with Overlook Village Associates IV LLC for 56 affordable rental units to be developed at 421 Granby Street. 6.7, Council President Clark, Councilwoman Surgeon, Councilwoman Rosado, Councilwoman Rossetti, Councilman Gale, Councilman Thomas, Majority Leader Bilodeau, Assistant Majority Leader Hernandez, resolution declaring traffic violence a public health crisis. 6.8, Assistant Majority Leader Hernandez, Councilwoman Surgeon, Councilwoman Rossetti, Councilwoman Rosado, Council President Clark, Councilman Thomas, resolution directing the Department of Public Works to evaluate and reconfigure bike lanes to support small business viability and multimodal safety. 6.9, Mayor Arulampan with accompanying resolution to enter into a lease agreement for the development of 175 Mather Street through the Lots to Homes program. 6.10, Councilwoman Rosado, Councilman Gale with accompanying ordinance Chapter 6, Section 6-15, limitation of the number of dogs and cats. 6.11, Councilwoman Rosado, Council President Clark, Majority Leader Bilodeau, Councilwoman Surgeon, Councilman Thomas, Councilman Mitchum, Councilwoman Rossetti, Councilman Gale, Assistant Majority Leader Hernandez, with an accompanying ordinance establishing the Puerto Rican and Hispanic History and Culture Commission.
Second.
Motion's been made and properly second on the postponement of these items, which will be taken back up on June 22nd. Any discussion on the postponement of the items? Hearing or seeing none, Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
On the postponed items, Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Council President Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez, Councilman Mictum,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon, and Councilman Thomas. The items are postponed to June 22nd, Mr. President.
All right, since we have no other items to discuss, this council meeting is now adjourned. Please keep in mind for the viewing public that we will be virtual starting our next council meeting on the 22nd through the summer. So we will see you back here in the council chambers for our first meeting in September. Public comment still will be virtual as well regarding the first council meetings on those Mondays, the second Mondays of July and August. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to the council office. This council meeting is now adjourned. Good night.